What you working on, honey?
We're going to do the seed starting table.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jody. My husband, David John, and I have a small farm in the panhandle of North Idaho. These are our stories and adventures. So today's adventure, I'm going to start at the end and work backwards through the editing process, going the other way. It would have just been a really uber boring long video. I got bored even just trying to edit it. So gonna switch it up and start at the end and go through the process of this. As you see from the title, David John built me a seed germination table, so I'm going to take over and show you that and then show you the process of building one. And we did get seeds and trays on it. Really cool to see. The temperature right now on the table itself is 80 degrees. And we just planted these last night, so no plants to show you yet, but probably here within a week we'll have the cauliflowers and the broccolis and the cabbages, pansies and petunias and the violas popping. So let's get into the design of this germination table. So this table is custom built for housing 12 standard seed starting trays. And I think I like how I have it going the 3 stack this way instead of that stagger. But as I'm rotating them, I'll change it. But the table itself, let's get down here. Okay. So this is a 2x3 piece of two 2x3 pieces of lumber. We have a piece of OSB sandwiched, and then this is the base of the table. It is on legs that in the corners are reinforced for weight. Underneath, we've got 2x3s going all the way across to carry the weight. Got these pieces here, which is just basically holding everything together and to keep the sides from bowing. Have another one here and have the ends of the tables attached there. The table itself is where I'll go into the video that we made yesterday on filling it with the sand and putting the heat cables down. We've got the table built. We've got the first layer of sand in. We have the insulation in. And the next step is going to be to go through and add water to the sand and then put the... So yesterday David John by himself got a little excited and started working on the germination table, getting it started. He cut a 1.5 inch piece of the silver-backed foil. Gonna show you that, and got 100 pounds of the dry sand in. So let's take a look. And under the sand here, you can see the silver-backed foam insulation. We're doing the silver side up to reflect heat up to keep as much heat in the sand. And the sand will have to get moistened. But tomorrow we're going to dampen the sand down and work on getting the heat line in and more sand over the top of it. But right now he's got to remount the, got sand everywhere. I went to the beach. It's got to remount the propane heater. The one edge is about a ½ inch below the other one, and get it plumbed in. Heating cable down, and then we'll put another layer of sand and get that watered in, and we'll be ready to plant seeds this afternoon after we plug in the heat cable. So on with getting water onto the table. Okay, so we've gone through and watered the sand, and should have used warm water from the house instead of cold water from outside because it's chilly. Lesson learned. We'll get warm water next time. And now we're gonna lay the heat cable down and see what it looks like.
Time lapse?
The GoPro's on time lapse.
Okay. "43 inches is halfway. Halfway is right there. Okay. Here we go.
Because we have two cables just marking the halfway point.
Okay. Somewhere kind of there. The other end. Nice repeat. There.
Okay, and the trick to this is, from reading the instructions, is you don't want the cables to touch, you don't want the cables to cross.
Put them about 2 inches apart.
Something like that should get us.
I would think so. That should be the idea there. Now, do we want to take this wet sand and put it on top, or do we want to do, what do we want to do there?
Yeah, then we can.
Just so it doesn't move around. We can mix some more wet sand over here.
Yeah.
get you right there real good. There.
So just going through and taking the sand from this half over to here, because just making sure that heat tape doesn't really move. And it'll be a different adventure doing this half. But at least then you guys get to see the process of the sand going in. So we'll have to add more sand over in this corner, but the sand we chose to go with is Silica Sand. You could use play sand. I just like the idea of the pretty white sand. And he took the bucket of water away. So we'll be right back with you getting this side done. Okay, here's a 100-pound bag of silica sand. I got half of it.
Yeah.
Here, I'll get you the other half of the bag. Okay.
Okay. Is that nicer with warm water?
Yes.
Oh, that's cold water still.
Well, silica sand is cold.
Well, that's the warm water right there.
I know, I'm getting there.
That'll make a huge difference right there. That's warm water.
Add a basic shop light right here. We're probably going to be adding another one. And it is in the daylight spectrum or daylight deluxe. So it's the 6500 Kelvin. Just light for the seeds wanting to know where they need to go. And once they're up and have a good amount of, I wouldn't say a good amount of roots, but they're got a good start, we'll be moving them over to the regular shelving units with the intense light just to get them to grow and not get leggy. The propane heater, and I'll show you the little installation of that.
So what that is it's actually just it's giving air in behind here to roll up in behind the burner, which is here. I guess that's the thermal break right here. There's two layers of oops, where's my other shorty screw?
So we got flame to the pilot light.
Just to double check, I don't see any bubbles, so.
Yeah, now that we know we've truly got propane flowing.
All right, now. Okay, well, we'll get this other part screwed on there.
Right down there. It's been working-ish. During the day, we're having no problem with it staying lit and keeping the seed shed mid 60s, but when it gets cold outside, because the main bulk of the hose for the tank and the regulator are outside, and we've been getting in the low 20s and teens. Seems to be freezing up at night, so I'm not sure how we're gonna fix and get that kind of insulated so it continues to run all night long. So we have been leaving the little electric heater plugged in and on about 60-62 degrees just to keep it, because that little heater right here set at 62, maintains it at about 53 degrees. The germination table does help with keeping it warm. I noticed last night that even though the propane heater had gone out, the little electric guy was running, but this was helping keep it. It was like 56 instead of 53, so it did bump up the temperature by the 3 degrees. But we have our, like I said, our brassicas going. So this is where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you all have a good day and a good week. And in the next 1 or 2 videos, I'm going to be showing you what seeds that I got for this year's seed haul and what seeds I'm planning on doing that's just for us and ones that will be for sale. So you'll see lots of seeds starting, and we'll be going through the steps and processes of how to do that, how we manage the table, how we manage the shelves, and then getting the full lighting in here so it's definitely lit up. And I did get, these are blocking curtains, so from the outside you can't see that there's any lights on in here. But like I said, this is the end of the video. I hope you have a good day and a good week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.